Now we got some time for some emails. So what do you got?
Well, this is Michael, who says, I recently got alienated over what I said. I was sharing online with other believers about prophetic dream experiences. Out of my own sadness, I said that we all need happier prophetic dreams. Others who were on this website talking said they had prophetic dreams, but they seemed to be more focused on fear. I know Genesis 15, verse 12 says, as the sun was going down, Abram fell into a deep sleep, and a terrifying darkness came down over him. But 2 Timothy 1:7 says, for God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Did I just blow all 4 tires plus the spare with God for saying out of a heavy heart that we all need happier prophetic dreams?
Michael, number one, you can never blow all 4 tires and the spare with God. Here's a verse for you. Now there is no more condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Imagine you're a parent. Maybe you are, but maybe you're not. Just imagine it. And you've got a little child, and that child's learning how to walk. Well, if you've ever been a parent trying to teach a child to walk, you know they're going to fall down. They're going to have problems along the way. It's not going to be a smooth thing, and they're not just going to instantly start running around the house. And it's the same with God. He understands you've got weaknesses. He is touched by them. He is moved with compassion by them. So don't ever think you're out of favor with God. He loves you infinitely. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He will never condemn you. All you have to do is say, Daddy, show me the right way. Now, in terms of prophetic dreams, I encourage people, think about heaven. And when you start thinking about heaven, you're going to get really happy. And we'll imitate Jesus in that. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. And that joy is you and me. He's so looking forward to being with us for all eternity in heaven that he endured the cross. So let that encourage you. Always be thinking about heaven, and it'll make earth a whole lot better.
Okay, this is Dustin, who says, I've been reading a book about Bible prophecy. In one chapter, it says, in the 4th century, Constantine issued a decree making Sunday a public festival. And that's how the devil deceived the world, by using the church to break God's 4th commandment. So why do people continue to go to church on Sunday? Isn't it against God's law?
Dustin, this is error that sort of crept in. Did Constantine set this as the date within the Roman Empire? The answer is yes, but he did it based on church tradition. Go to the book of Revelation, and you'll see a curious phrase. Here is the Apostle John, and he says, it was the Lord's day, and I was in the Spirit. In the early church, the Lord's day was always Sunday. It was the day of resurrection. And that was the day they chose to celebrate and have their love feasts and have communion and remember not just his death, but also his resurrection, and to realize that same resurrection power is in us. Now, the Apostle Paul cautioned that we shouldn't be observing days and we shouldn't be observing Sabbaths, and these are within the words of the Bible. Don't be, once again, entangled with the yoke of bondage. The celebration of Sunday is early on. If the Apostle John can do it, you and I can do it.